What's up, Facebook? What's up, everywhere else that you're watching this? We are going to be talking marketing. Some really fun stuff that I like to talk about. And the interesting part about marketing is so many business owners, real estate investors, real estate agents, whatever line of business you're in, you think you're doing marketing, but you're probably not. You're probably doing it wrong, or you're not doing it at all. And I'm going to probably say this line over a few times throughout this video. But when you start marketing, when you run out of leads, when you stop marketing and when you run out of leads, you are out of business. You need to be marketing nonstop over and over and over. What I want to do is kind of take you through the transition of what HMB has done, what Hard Money Bankers has done, what our company has done over probably the past 10 years that helped us get leads after lead after lead, not just for doing loans, but also for sellers, for wholesaling properties, raising private capital. As you can see on this whiteboard right here, we're going to be, if you're a real estate investor, if you're a real estate agent, broker, if you're trying to raise private capital, if you're a business owner, a mortgage broker, just a straight marketing rep trying to generate leads, just keep watching this video. I've got tons of free tools that we use, some tips obviously, free links. I'm going to give you access to some free website templates. I'm going to show you one of these real quick that we use. Here's a free website template I'm going to share with you after the fact. It's an opt-in site that we use to generate seller leads and things like that. I'm hoping that the majority of the tools that I'm going to provide you are going to be free or very inexpensive. So again, marketing doesn't have to be super expensive. Yes, you can spend a lot of money on scaling it, doing paid ads, but there's a lot of ways that you can still generate leads, private money leads, seller leads, buyers, sellers, whatever the case is. So we're going to go through what we've done over the past, going on 10, 11 years now, and what's really, really worked, because the transition changes. Tech, online stuff, offline marketing, all of that stuff changes over time. But if you can understand these key principles, we're going to talk about a funnel, we're going to talk about a value ladder. If you can understand these key principles of marketing, you are always going to have an influx of leads that are coming in nonstop. You're going to grow and you're going to build a database. That's what it's all about. It's generating traffic, generating interest in working with you, working with your company, whatever the case may be, and snowballing that bigger and bigger and bigger until those clients lend to you, buy from you, sell to you, work with you. So that's important. I'm going to ask some questions as well. I got a bunch of free giveaways. Happy to give away some of these sweatshirts. Happy to give away some HMB shirts. We got some books. Everyone on this video, I'm going to put some links to some free website templates that we have. The good part about some of the software that we use, I can literally just share website templates that we already have and send you a link, and then you have access to it. So happy to provide that. Any other tools or links that you need access to, please comment below whatever platform you're watching this in, and happy to dive in either live or after the fact and provide that to you. So that's where it's at. Nothing to sell. Never really have anything to sell. Just trying to do free training videos, help you grow as a business owner, real estate investor, agent, whatever the case may be. So like I was talking about, related to, and I'm going to go through some of these diagrams, and if you can understand these principles of stuff, these are actually very, very simple. They may look complicated, but they're very simple. And if you can understand this on a broad level and just implement this just a little bit, this will continuously give you leads over and over and over and over in your business. So this is supposed to represent a funnel. And what I mean by that is, starting on this side, we have traffic, right? A traffic can be a lot of different ways. Traffic is eyeballs, impressions. Somebody is seeing your brand, seeing your ad, meeting you in person, whatever that case is. You could be doing a social post on Facebook. You could be writing some sort of post on LinkedIn. You could be putting a picture on Instagram, other social media platforms. You could be running an ad on Google AdWords. You could come up in SEO on Google. You could be doing a direct mail campaign. You could be doing an advertisement. You could doing something with your website. You could publish an article in a magazine, a periodical, a classified section. Anything, anywhere there's an eyeball. You can meet somebody at a networking event. right? And you give them a business card. You send somebody a flyer. Here are some door hanger signs that we have. Happy to give you all these templates if you want them. Just comment below, I'll give you all this stuff, it's fine. These are sticky notes that at a canvasser go door to door with and put them on this. These are all advertisements, they're all eyeballs. You have to do a lot of these all the time. Now obviously you want to target what you're trying to do. If I am, let's say, a real estate agent, I may want to do, who knows, a video on Instagram or Facebook. I may want to do some direct mail to my farm or my sphere of influence. Maybe I want to go to some networking events. Maybe I want to do a lunch and learn or some sort of like breakfast and learn. Whatever the case is, you got to identify about 5 different ways that you want to generate traffic for that particular target audience. So I'm gonna come back to this, but like if you jump ahead real quick, think about this. You have traffic, you have eyeballs of people that are interested in working with you, and then you gather their contact information, because that's an important part. You figure out a way to gather their contact information, if it's through like an opt-in for a free report on a website, or somebody just giving you your phone number and their email just to follow up with them. No matter what it is, you get their contact information, and then the important part is the follow-up on a regular basis until you're ready to provide them a service. Or you can sell them your service, you can sell some referrals, their service, whatever the case is, that all goes right here. And the reason it's kind of set up as a funnel is, you have a massive amount of people, right? You have a massive amount of audience that you have over here, and then you kind of wean them down of just the people that you get their contact information from, and then just the people that potentially you do business with. And the goal of it, and if you've ever heard us talk about stuff at Hard Money Bankers, is probably our biggest key metrics that we have is our email database. Because we know that as long as our email database is staying the same or growing and growing and growing, we're always going to grow, because it's that many more people that we're going to stay in front of on a regular basis. And even if I miss an incoming phone call, even if something falls out, or even if whatever, I meet someone at a networking event and I don't get to talk to them. Whatever the case is, if I can gather these people's contact information and they can get put in my database, I'm staying in front of them on a regular basis by shooting them emails, maybe doing a text or a phone call broadcast. And we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But the important part is growing that database bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think just so many business owners just don't understand the value of this. If you own a store, it's the same thing. Give somebody, hey, just for coming in the store, hey, we'll give you a coupon. In order to get that coupon, maybe you need their contact information. I mean, think about Groupon. Think about so many of those places that you register online for something of value, something for free, and we're going to talk about the value ladder over here, and then all of a sudden, you're in their database. And again, you may say, well, I don't want to email out my people, it's spammy. It's not spammy. It's your hard work, it's your value that you're providing to them. And if they feel it's spammy, then maybe they're not the right target audience. Maybe they're not the right client or their customer for you. So you got to have the mindset of doing marketing on a regular basis and figuring out whatever you can, bandit signs, going to real estate investing, networking events, depending on who you're trying to target, you got to get in front of as many people as you can, either online or offline. It doesn't really matter. You just have to do it on a regular basis, and grow it and do a ton of it. Our email database started with one person, me, 2 people, Chris, business partner, and then it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. I don't know 50,000 people. We have 50,000 people in our email database 10 years later. I don't know 50,000 people at all. I don't even know how I was able to get all those people in, but we did it at one email address, one contact at a time. And we ran lots and lots of different type of traffic online and offline in order to do so. So okay, I think you get the traffic part. I mean, the traffic part is just figuring out a way to get an eyeball on something that you have. Either an eyeball on yourself, meeting somebody face to face, give them a business card, cool, I have their contact information, or actually them going onto a website, calling into your office, whatever the case is. So that's the first part, driving as many people, meeting as many people as you can. The next part is getting their contact information. Now, how are these people just going to give you their contact information? Well, there's a few different things. You can meet them at a networking event, you get a business card. That's a big thing. Maybe you give them free advice. So they go onto a website, you offer them who knows, a free consultation, free advice, a free report. Maybe you see them at an open house and you get their contact information there. They want to see one of your listings and you get their contact information there. You offer them a CMA. Endless ways to generate somebody's contact. Now again, going back to the whole spam piece, I'm not saying go buy a list of every provider, every mortgage broker, or whatever the case is that you want to market to. I'm not saying you go buy a spam email list just so you have all that information that you're going to email or call them with. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing some sort of interaction, either online or offline, in order to get that information from them. So in order for them to give you contact information, you got to have value for them. Now that value is either, hey, I met you at an open house, I give you free advice, whatever the case is. There's a promotional company I know that, these are those things that you put your hand in and, you scrape the ice. If you can get, if you want to get a quote on some free promotional gear from them, they'll give you one of these. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You got to be creative. The important part is to do this over and over and over. So we talk about the massive ways to get traffic. Then we talk about ways to capture people's information, online or offline. If somebody calls you from a bandit sign, you need to get their information. Not like, oh, hey, we don't work in that area, so sorry, I can't help you. Well, get all their information first before you tell them you can't do business with them, because in the future you may be able to do business with them. I'm not saying go out and buy a property or list a property in an area you don't buy in. I'm saying get all their information, because you never know who they know in the future, or who maybe they're buying something in the future. So, if you're out there trying to raise private capital, what do private capital investors want? They want opportunities to invest in high notes. They want opportunities to invest in real estate transactions. They want opportunities to invest in businesses. So give them something or show them something in order to get their information. So who knows? Maybe do a marketing campaign that says, learn about the 10 highest yield properties that we have that we're looking for capital on, or that you can invest capital in. Again, get creative on some of that stuff. This doesn't always have to be online. It can be offline as well. It actually should be kind of both, because a capital investor is not going to lend you money unless they meet you. A real estate buyer is not going to buy a house from you unless they meet you. Some of these things can be online. Some of these things can be offline. Again, so it's important. And again, I'm going to give everyone one of the free email or free website templates that we use. Again, the cool part about some of the software that we use something called ClickFunnels, and I'll send you a link to one of the share funnels that we do. I can just share it inside my account, so I can share it directly with you, and then you have it in your account. And even if you don't want to sign up for ClickFunnels, I can give you a free way to do it. And I can share it with you. You can log in with a free trial and then download the HTML, and then you can put it on your WordPress site, or you can put it on another site. So don't worry about that. One big thing that we try to do is we try to use a lot of these tools and a lot of these online channels, and we try to keep it as cheap as possible, if not free, with a lot of things, because no one wants to spend money on some of this stuff. We want to have access and do all these free tools, free tech stuff, but a lot of our tech stuff that we do is actually a lot less expensive than you probably think, just because we've kind of learned how to navigate it. Okay, so you understand the traffic side, you understand the contact side. I hope. If you don't, please ask some questions, and I'm happy to answer that. The next side, which is, these are all very important, obviously, but the follow-up side. Okay, I have this database of people. And you know what? Right now you may say, okay, well, where do I start? Well, you have a bunch of business cards from people, put them in the database. Then what? You follow up with people over and over and over and over. I'm not saying spamming people. We can go back to that word spam. It's not spamming people. You're following up with good value based on who that person is. If they're a private capital investor, you send them an opportunity that you may have that they want to invest in. If they're a buyer for a real estate agent, you send them some listings that are active that you think they're interested in. If they're a real estate seller, a distressed seller, and you're a real estate investor, you send them information on, who knows, foreclosure, how to save their house, how to get hooked up with this, with the right attorney to know their rights, whatever the case is, how to improve their house. No matter what it is, if you're a business owner, the sky's the limit. You send them whatever's relevant to that. Mortgage brokers, hey, you can send out emails related to how the rates are, how the market's doing, endless things. So following up, you may think is hard, but it's not. It's easy. What did you do today that you think your clients would benefit from? You're the expert in this field. They're not. What did you do today that you think your clients would benefit from? Send them information on that, either in text. Text is good. Imaging's great. Video is the best. Learned that from a marketing agency. So I'll repeat that again. Text is good to send them. Stuff with images is great. Stuff with videos is the best. And keep in mind, we all have free cameras because we all have iPhones. So keep it simple. And the text side of this is actually a lot easier than you think. If you ever need help with tech stuff, either shoot me a comment below, happy to give you advice on it, or go on to Upwork.com and just ask somebody to help you with something. It's easy. We pay $200 per week, and we have a full-time graphic designer on staff that will do everything we want, all website stuff, everything. I don't have to do any of that stuff. We have somebody that does all that stuff. That's a different topic though, related to virtual assistants. So you're following up, you try to get sales, you try to get referrals, you try to get more sales, you try to get referrals. Do not take somebody out of a database because you bought a house from them and you say they don't have another house for me to buy or to sell. That's not true because they know people that do. Our 50,000 person email list, think about this. Our 50,000 person email list technically is equivalent to us having hundreds of thousands of people in our email database, because everybody that is in that email database has friends, has colleagues, has business partners, has acquaintances that they know that also do exactly what they do or in a circle very similar to the circles that they're in. So they know people that may benefit from our services. The referral component is so big. You sell a house to somebody and you say they're not going to need to buy another house from me. That is not true. You did a good job for them, they want to buy another house, or one of their friends, families, acquaintance, someone in their sphere wants to buy a house, they're going to refer you. So our 50,000 person database is equivalent to hundreds of thousands. If you only have a few hundred people, great. Now you have a few thousand people, just like that. You got to have that mental mindset to understand that part, to just keep doing this and doing this. Our first email database had whatever, 3, 4, 5 people in it. The next one had 15, and it snowballed and snowballed and it snowballed. I don't remember the stat, but my partner Chris did a stat on one of those recently, but he sent a minimum of 1 email a week for the last 10 years. And we send more than an email a week. We send multiple emails a week. Every time we send one, yeah, we lose some people. They unsubscribe, it's not relevant. But every time we send one, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it snowballs. So make sure you do the follow-up. Okay. I hope this part of it makes sense, because it does. And I'll probably go through real quick at the end and kind of give you some insights of what we do for each one of these. But I want to spend a little bit of time on this value ladder. So the value ladder kind of works like that. Works like this. If you do unexpected value for somebody up front, let's say they're a buyer, a real estate investor, and they're a buyer. You're a real estate agent and you have a buyer. And they want to see a house, and you go in there, and it's like, hey, I understand you want to see this house. I'm going to show you this house, this house, this house. This house, I'm also going to give you a free report that I have for all my clients, and it provides you with all the market trends. I'm also going to give you, I don't know, a free t-shirt that we have, and you just provide a ton of value. You're not making any money from them, right, yet. You're providing value. They're going to love you, and then they're going to rise up this value ladder. Be like, okay, cool. Well, all of a sudden, like, I don't even know this person yet, and they did all this work for me for free. Imagine if, I start working with them. So then I sign a listing agreement with them, or a buyer agreement with them, and then all of a sudden you're up in the value ladder. Okay, as soon as now they're a client, cool. Well, I don't know, maybe we do a lunch, maybe I bring you into the office, maybe I give you more swag, maybe whatever it is. The purpose of a value ladder is you provide value here, then more value here, then more value here, then more value here, and you're always ahead of the game because the client looks at this as, wow, I didn't even spend any money buying this product, buying this service, working with this person, and they've given me so much value that imagine if I do become a client of this firm, of this service provider, of this or whatever, how much value I'm going to get from this people. And these are things that we think about all the time in our business. We like to do lots of videos. We like to do a lot of meetup stuff, interaction, give email templates, give website stuff, give free tools, tips, tricks, all that stuff. Happy to give all that free. Our goal is to get somebody to be a real estate investor, to do a loan with us, right? But that's not necessarily the end goal. It's to do our first loan. Because I know if they do the first loan with us, they're going to do multiple loans and then refer multiple people and do more loans and refer more people over and over and over. So we spend a lot of time on growing our value ladder and giving people stuff for free, whatever resources that they need. So just mentally think through that a little bit and understand that when you have a client, especially a client that you've made money with or a client that you've done business with, they're extremely valuable, and try to have them grow and grow and grow. Okay, cool. So a few things. You 100% need a Facebook page, you 100% need an Instagram page, and you 100% need a LinkedIn page, and you 100% need a Google Plus page. I'm not saying you shouldn't use those other social networks. They're important, but most demographics, especially like 25 to 55 is on Facebook. A lot of our hard money bankers clients are there. A lot of your sellers of properties, buyers of properties are on there. Facebook is, people go and they have fun on Facebook, but there's also buyers and business constructed on Facebook just from the branding side of it. So make sure you have a Facebook page. If you're a real estate agent, you may want a personal page and a business page. The benefit of a personal page, obviously, is that it has a lot of flexibility. It's shown more in people's feeds, people's threads. The downfall of it is you can't do promoted posts or ads on Facebook. So maybe mix and mingle on that. Facebook ads are super targeted. You can super target them. We do a lot of Facebook ads, and they're cheap. They're still very inexpensive to do. So do the free stuff, maybe do the paid stuff. LinkedIn is very business to business. So if you're looking to raise private capital, you're probably gonna have a better chance getting private capital off LinkedIn than like Snapchat. It's just gonna happen. or Instagram, for instance. All Instagrams can be good on that too. But LinkedIn's business to business. So think about that. If you're in a business where maybe a marketing rep for a company and you're targeting other business owners, LinkedIn's very business friendly. Instagram has getting a ton of traction. Obviously, good, beautiful pictures work out great. Maybe if you're, the good part about real estate investors and real estate agents being on Instagram is you could show before and after pictures. You could show pictures of an open house. You could show pictures of a new listing. So, and you can do Instagram ads as well. And if you do them through Facebook, they can push through Instagram as long as they're the same size. And again, if you need help with some of this stuff, hit me up. I have contacts and resources of stuff that we do internally. A lot of that stuff is a lot more affordable than you think to do some of these things, to manage some of this stuff. So that's good. The important part about Google Plus was a social network that never really turned into a social network, but the benefit of Google Plus is it pushes to Google for SEO ratings. A lot of the Google Plus stuff pushes to your Google business page. If you Google ABC home buyers or whatever it is, or just Google hard money bankers, that's a good example. Hard money bankers has paid ads, it has SEO ads, it has Facebook stuff, it has Google business on the right-hand side. It has Google Plus on the right-hand side that populates as well. It has Google Maps. All of a sudden, you Google our name, and 75%, maybe even 100% of Google, after you Google our hard money bankers, is there. Think about that. If that's you, if you're a real estate investor, if you're a real estate agent, no matter what business that you're in, how powerful is that if somebody Googles you or Googles a keyword to find you and you're everywhere? That's what this is all about. That's the important part of all of this. Okay, so the Google game's not going anywhere. Direct mail. So we're still a little bit old school with our direct mail. We use click-to-mail, mail.com, click-to-mail.com. The reason I like click-to-mail is it's super easy for me to duplicate a campaign, and I usually have a new list only once a year, not on a regular basis. So because I only have a list that's uploaded once a year, I just duplicate the campaign and send it out. Sometimes I do yellow flyers, sometimes I do white flyers, and then we also do mail through this as well, fulfillment. You can't, this and the flyers don't overlap. I have to do two campaigns for that. But I like to use click-to-mail because it is kind of time consuming to set it up at the beginning, but then after it's set up and the list is in there and everything's properly formatted and merged, it's super easy and clean after that. So that's why I like to use click-to-mail, although I know there's a lot of other options for that. A lot of our website stuff, we're doing it, like I said, in ClickFunnels now, and I'm going to send you some links for these templates that we have. I'm going to put the link below. This is one of the templates that we have right here. Let me just show you that. You know, it's a video, how to sell your house hassle-free, got some information, you know, testimonials, how it works, things like that. And this is just for, you know, this is for a free report. And I mean, you can use this for private capital, sell a house. I mean, the cool part about this template is if you go to any of our Hard Money Bankers assets or any of the sites we have, it's very simple. We have a logo, we have a few links, and we have a video of us or somebody else that we're partnered with for it, a form to get something for free, and testimonials, and you know how we work. Super simple. Like that's what works. Yeah, we do have a few thousand pages on the back end that you may or may not need. We have it just because we build a lot of content. So over time, again, our website started with 1 page, and over time it has 1,000 pages or a few thousand pages because we have blog posts, we have whatever, referral programs, whatever the case is. But you got to start with something, and you got to figure out a way that you can automatically collect some information. This is the contact stuff. So you're meeting people online, you're meeting people offline, but then kind of in the background, you're also collecting some information as well. So it's all good related to that. Obviously, the goal of this is you need to continually market, and get as many leads as you can on a regular basis, because as soon as you run out of leads, as soon as you run out of opportunities, you will be out of business. You've probably also seen me do this. And this is like, hey, I'm market. Now I have a lot of business. Now I'm going to stop marketing. I'm down here. I run out of business. Now I got to market again. Like, that's not what you want to do. You need to be marketing over and over on a regular basis. You can't have this marketing stuff stress you out. It's important. You need to spend time on it. You need to be doing lead generation on a regular basis. It's not going to happen overnight. Not one of these businesses or any business is a get-rich-quick theme. It just doesn't work, doesn't exist. I'm not saying you can't get lucky and wholesale a deal in 7 days from the day it started. You can do that. I'm not saying you can't, but that's not a business. That's something that just happens. We've been very fortunate to have deals like that as well that come through. And I wish I can count on those to happen all the time, but it just doesn't. You've got to be marketing, you got to do the lead stuff. So related to contacts. So here are a few things that we do to collect data. We have a free report on our homepage. We have a loan application on our homepage. We have a contact us form on our homepage. We have a broker referral program on our homepage. We used to have, when we were raising capital, we're not raising capital anymore, when we were raising capital, we had, you know, invest in our deals. We have, what's it called? It's not a free consultation, but it's like expert, I don't know, something like a free consultation where someone can come in and learn about what we offer. We also have something that's a strategy session where someone can work with us. We have some free giveaways for our book, The Whiteboard, that we wrote, that a lot of you guys know. Maybe if I got some good comments related to this, I'll post that as well. We'll give away some free books. No problem with that. Happy to give away everything. Giving away stuff to us is fine. You know, again, part of this whole marketing theme is having, you know, our friends, our clients, you know, even haters, wearing HMB stuff. Like, there's all kind of a culture together. It's a community, and you want to turn your business into that as well. And it turns out to be a lot of fun when you do a lot of these things. We have a meetup group. We have people that come to our meetup group, right? We have their contact information. We can follow up with them for other things. There's endless amount of things that we try to do on a regular basis. So I want to leave you with this. I'm gonna respond to, just because I can't hop on right now while I'm doing this, I can, but I'm gonna be off camera if I respond to everything that just came in, questions and stuff. I'm gonna respond to all your questions, whatever you have. If you need any free links, if you need any free help, if you need any advice on some marketing stuff, on what you're doing now, happy to review it. If you need ideas, again, I told you about the free website stuff. I think it's super helpful. So I'll give you that theme. I'm just, in 2 seconds, right before I stop this, I'm going to put that link underneath it, so we can do that. Again, I'm happy to give any free tools or free links or give you advice on anything that we have. You know, if I'm forgetting something, just ask it, and I'm happy to share, you know, all of that stuff. All right, type in, I'm going to give you this right now, actually. Go to You got to do it under comments.
Oh, not on the screen?
Yeah. So go to R8, yeah. 360.com,
Speak to the TV.
ClickFunnels. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not it. I got to get the link. I'll do the link. I'll send the link to you. If you need any other tools, links, whatever the case is, comment below. We'll do a little conversation. We'll do, hey, maybe we do even a little engagement, you know, on the interwebs, on the social network platform. So we'll do our thing. So again, one last thing, make sure you understand this stuff. If you don't fully understand this, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with this. I don't care if you're a real estate investor, a marketing rep, a real estate agent, broker, raising private capital, mortgage broker, any business owner. If you want one of these masked to what you think works for your company, please reach out to me. I will be happy to, because it'll only take me 30 seconds to do, because this is stuff we work on all the time. I'm happy to provide that with you, as well as stuff that you can do with your value ladder. Remember this, as soon as you run out of leads, you will be out of business. If you are struggling for leads right now, it is the best time to start getting leads. You need to do that. Use ClickFunnels, this link I'm going to provide you, this free theme that clearly works because we use it, the same theme for everything. I'm going to put that below and you'll have access to it. If you need anything, feel free to reach out at jason@hardmoneybankers.com.